Hi, I'm Audra Mace from Lady Chakra Holistic Healing. Today is the second community practice group that's meeting monthly, and we are doing it live, virtually, until further notice. The group will be meeting at the St. Thomas Episcopal Church in downtown Bethel once we're allowed out of our homes. So tonight, it's myself and Maverick, so long as he decides to participate. I'm not sure. So for those of you who came to the practice last month, welcome back. Many of you, I'm sure, will run this in your own time that's convenient for you. Again, the practices we are learning are in the Healer Within book, written by Dr. Roger Yanka. Dr. Roger Yanka is my teacher. Hi, Maverick. Meet Maverick. Maverick is 14 years old. He's a brown tabby Maine Coon mix, and he was rescued from a shelter in Arizona when he was 6. And he resides here in Connecticut with me. So there he is. Dr. Roger Yanka made a live appearance today on Facebook, and he said something that's so simple yet profound, and it's something that we've heard our whole lives. So here goes. An ounce of prevention is worth more than a pound of cure. Yeah, all too familiar. So what does that mean to us as we practice tonight, the Healer Within practices? This is about life vitality. It's about conditioning yourself, body, breath, massage, and the mind, really. So when we get together, I usually say, let's light a candle, or I'll ring us in with our chimes. And it's a way for us to signal that it's time to practice, to go within, and take the opportunity to really integrate all the practices combined with clearing your mind from the distractions of our everyday. Now, for those of you who are chained to your desk watching your IRAs go up and down like a yo-yo, you're probably stressed out. You're not breathing properly. Your posture is not proper. So tonight, we're going to focus on those things. Those of you who are sitting watching more television than you ever have may not be sitting in the best posture. These couches are really not designed for a good posture. So we'll focus on that too. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to chime us in and allow these chimes to commit this time that we have together to be your time to focus on self-care skills. Maestro. Let's take a deep breath in, lifting our arms up into the air. Inhaling till we fill our lungs. Exhaling, dropping a wave of peace across our face and heart space. This is called marrow washing. We're getting our minds right here in our 4 baskets of practice in the Tai Chi Easy program. Breathing in, reaching up, elongating. Exhaling now. Putting a bucket of honey over your head, letting it ooze down, around, and through you. Continuing to exhale, pulling your belly button towards your backbone, invoking that relaxation response on the exhale. One last time, arms up, reach up, breathe in, hold, exhale, lowering the hands. Imagining healing white light coming down from heaven, enveloping you in a cocoon. Resting your hands on your organs, offering gratitude and thanks for these organs who work for us 24/7. And for those of you joining us sitting down. Again, this time interlacing the fingers, reaching upward and outward. Trying to stretch completely, your hands out. For those of you still standing, continuing to lower them down to the floor, pointing toward the floor. Reaching up, breathing in, hold, and exhale. Stretching wide, opening up your heart space. Activating the healer within, the lymph propulsion that sends the healing resources through neurotransmitters to the places that need healing. And again, reaching upward and outward. Exhale, breathing the breath out. Engaging your mind now. Interlacing the fingers, reaching upward, breathing in, good posture. This time imagine you are the sun, sending your healing rays, illuminating all the dark places in the world. One last time on your own with your own image. Reaching upward and outward. More gentle movements, left and right bending of the spine. So we start by taking our breath in, exhaling, sending your ear towards your shoulder. Starting to exhale, lowering your fingertips down your leg, reaching toward the floor. Taking your breath in and exhale on the way back up to center. Taking your breath in, other side. Exhaling as you bring your ear to your other shoulder. Engaging the cervical, thoracic, now lumbar spine. Moving super slow, taking care of our spines. Inhaling on center. Exhale now, imagining filling each vertebrae and the sponge in between with healing juice. As the resources flow to those places. Inhaling and exhaling on the return, reminding yourself to treat each vertebrae equally. Breathing in, other side. Exhale. Allowing the gravity, taking your fingers down to the floor. Feeling the full engagement of the lumbar spine, L4, L5. Breathing in, focusing on your breath. Exhaling invokes the relaxation response. We have sympathetic breathing and parasympathetic breathing. The inhalations excite you, the exhalations induce you into relaxation. Inhale on center, last time on the other side. Just enjoy every vertebrae taking its turn as you exhale completely. Inhale and exhale, relaxing on the way back through. Coming to center. Now we'll do forward and back bending in the spine. When we do forward and back bending in the spine, it's a similar concept, one vertebrae at a time. No, we're not on cat stretch yet. We're not on cat stretch yet. We just loves cat and cow. So what we're doing here is almost as if we were going to dive backwards. But we'll just be reaching up for now. Taking your breath in. Raising your arms up overhead. Getting a gentle tug on your belly. Turning your wrists together. Turning your elbows together. Pushing into your chest. Coiling down. Chin to chest, one vertebrae at a time. Take a breath in here, at the bottom, and exhale as you make your way back up one vertebrae at a time, continuing through, reaching back, feeling a tug on your belly, maybe on the front of your thighs. Exhaling, turning the wrists together, elbows together, pushing into your chest, and coiling down. Taking your breath in at the bottom, inhaling, exhaling as you return. And one more time, you know the drill, reaching upward and back. This is forward and back bending the spine, so you want to be sure to be stretching back to get the curve going the other direction. Never overdo. And one more time as a bonus, really, when we get to the bottom, just slightly move a little to the left and a little to the right. And you will feel when you do that, you release a lot of tension that you carry in your lower back. Reaching up, bending backwards, turning the wrists, Leaving the elbows, opening up the back, shoulder blade. Don't forget to breathe. Exhaling one vertebrae at a time. And come back to center. Forward and back, bending at the spine. Now to shake off your day. You do a little wiggle and jiggle. Hold spontaneous qigong. We're just wiggling the arms and begin to engage the legs, wiggling those, and eventually wiggle your whole body like as if you were convulsing. What we're doing here is cleaning out cobwebs just on the inside. And in this electrical stimulation of sorts, we've shaken up a lot of cellular debris inside our bodies. It needs a way to get out. So as we take deep inhales and then we exhale, that's one way. Another way is to sweat, perspire, glisten and glow. Drinking plenty of fluids. We'll be adding the lemon. Carrying the toxins out that are now clogging up your natural filters. What filters are those? Well, your kidneys and your other vital organs that we forget about. We forget what they do. We can wipe off the excess energy. Our skin is porous. And it's not just in us. It's on us. It's around us. Ball it all up. Send it off to the recycle bin in the sky. You'll be surprised when you shake and wipe the excess energy off how relieved you are. And another way to gain some relief with everyday frustrations is the sigh of relief. Now, you've heard of it. You've done it. Kind of goes like this. Right? Or it may sound like this. Or we'd like to say if someone cuts you off on the highway, it might sound more like ah, or some expletives that I'm not going to put on the YouTube channel. I'm from New York. But anyway, moving on with some more breathing. Put your hand on your belly and on your chest. We're going to do what's called the essential breath in your Healer Within book. The essential breath. It's like the baby's breath. When you're a baby, take your first breath. You breathe into the belly first and the chest next. You use your whole little lung capacity. So what we're going to do here is lay our hands on our body so we can pay attention to the rise and fall, making sure we're maximizing our full breath. So take your breath in and exhale. Now, when you exhale, you should be sucking your belly button to your back, empty completely. This is how you reduce your stress, emptying the air. Take your breath in. For those of you who are surprised right now that when you exhale, you can exhale a lot more, twice as long, maybe even more than twice as long on the exhale than you usually do, because now you're focusing on how much air you actually leave in your lungs. Take your breath in. exhale. Now continue doing that at your own pace. And I'm just going to mention that when we do this type of breathing, think about all the times that you run from your car into the mall. I like to say, trying to get to the Macy's one-day sale, before the store closes. But it's kind of like this huff and puff. You feel like your chest is going to explode, and then you realize, wow, I'm out of shape. And you may not even be out of shape. You're just not breathing properly. For those of you who have that, corporate illness where you sit at your desk all day and you're so engaged in your work that you forget to walk around. You forget to breathe. This is the kind of breathing you want to be doing. So you take your full breath in, two parts, and a full exhale. Don't stop there. Keep going. Pull your belly backward. And when you do that, you'll realize how much more you can exhale. Now, why is this important? It's important especially now with this virus going around. And why are people's lungs compromised? Because they're only using 15% of their lung capacity rather than the full amount of the lung capacity. So we're taking these short breaths all the time, panting like dogs. And we're excited and we're stressed out because we don't breathe right. And then we implode or we explode. You know who you are and you know what you do. And if you change your breathing, you will have a slower boiling point. So take your 2-part breath in, the essential baby breath, and exhale. Decompressing. Okay. I'm going to show you that essential breath because tonight, when you go to sleep, this is what I want you to try. If you didn't get it while you're standing up or you're sitting down, this whole belly breath thing, then you will when you go to sleep at night. Laying on your side. Would you lay on your right side or your left side? Here you are, off to sleep. Take your first breath in. See, I'll just stop there because immediately your belly rises. When you lay on your side in that fetal position, your body goes back to its memory of infancy. And you start to breathe that way. So start there. You will fall asleep faster. I sleep without a pillow most of the time. And I prefer to sleep on my back. For those of you who are willing to try sleeping without a pillow, you may get some relief on your neck. But definitely talk to a chiropractor or get a special pillow because they make some really cool things for people. So we're going to continue on. We've done some breathing exercises, some gentle movements from the Healer Within book. We're going to continue on with some self-applied massage. And we'll start by just massaging our ears. We're just taking a little break here from our exercises to practice self-care. Always better when someone else is massaging your ears, but you know what? Feels pretty good doing it yourself. Getting in all the little nooks and crannies. And why are we doing this? Through self-applied massage, we are directing with our minds where the healing needs to go. And for this particular ear massage, tugging on the lobes, turning the lobes over, getting in all the crevices, pushing on all the little reflex points that exist in your ears. Now in your Healer Within book, there's a map, and it discusses which organ is associated with the reflex points. You'd be surprised how many there are in these little ears that we have. These submaps are also on our hands, on our face, and on our feet. So, generally speaking, you have the head, and you continue down the body until you get to the bottom. That's how it works. Same thing with the feet. Your toe, big toe, is like your head. And then going down to your heel goes down the body in terms of organ placement. So it's no surprise that we can reach all of these places, our ears, our face, our hands, and our feet, all the submaps, because it's much easier to massage the organs from the submaps than it is to reach in there and get all gooey and nasty and try to do it that way. So now I'm moving on to massaging the hands. Wherever you are, waiting on a line in a waiting room, binge watching, wherever you are waiting, you can be doing this. And this just works wonders. Right now, all the massage parlors are closed. People are stressing out because they're not getting the massage they so desperately need. And that is a professional massage that goes below the dermis. And that's why it's a profession. They know what they're doing. Here, you don't really need to know the reflex points. You don't need to be a massage therapist, per se. What you need to know is how you feel. So when you press on a point and you say, ooh, you know, I've rubbed this now 2 times and it's a little sensitive. Well, make a mental note of it. And the 3rd time through, and if you're going for the 4th time through, then if it still persists, that's a point that you want to look up on the chart and know what it corresponds to inside your body. Because you're going to want to monitor that. And if it persists, then your routine doctor visit, I would recommend you bring the book or a chart with reflex points on it and demonstrate when you press in a certain spot you have sensitivity, because medical doctors are not really trained on this stuff. They're trained on treating symptoms, not so much prevention. And this, what we're doing, is like the preventative routine to avoid having symptoms of something. But east meets west, and when it's time that we do need a physician involved to treat something that may have come up in this first line of defense that we're using, early warning detection system, we'll call it, then that's what you want to do. Don't worry about it. Just be proactive. So another thing that Dr. Roger Yonka said on his call today was that these practices are really designed to maximize your resiliency. So we're going to go back and continue with some Tai Chi movements. Qigong. What is Qigong? Well, Qigong is Gong being the play, the mastery, the cultivation of Qi. Qi being a resource essential to life force energy. So we're playing with this life force in it. And it exists in all living things. Plants that Maverick tries to eat all the time. Maverick, me, you, any living thing. So we're going to begin just by taking a breath in, reaching down as if we're doing a squat, but we won't call it that per se because that sounds like exercise. We're just reaching down, keeping our body alignment, inhaling, exhaling on the way up, drawing energy from the earth into our heart space. Breathing in, reaching up into heaven, drawing down into our heart space. So here we're mixing an elixir of yin, rhymes with shin, yin energy. Mixing it with yang, boundless resources of heaven. Combining it in us, which is Tai Chi. Chi being harmony, supreme ultimate. Breathing in, reaching up. Exhaling as we pull the resource toward us. Reaching into water. Perhaps closing your eyes now that you have the movement. Reaching up into the air. Reaching into the darkness that is within. Reaching into the light that is yang. And actually picking up a life form, something so fragile. A frog or a chickadee helps you slow your roll. For those of you who haven't quite achieved the point of relaxation. And pull that into you. Reaching up. Embracing the angels around us. One last time, gathering the earth, feeling the gravity, the strength in our legs as we push against the earth, rising up. Reaching up to boundless resources of yang, feeling the levity. And then here with our hands over our hearts, having gathered chi, we will circulate it now. Taking your inhale, exhale as you put your heel toe to the side, the fingers pushing gently outward, and your fingertips drawing back, mixing that same elixir. Having a straight leg here, taking your breath in. Exhaling on the way down. Feel the magic. Imagining water trickling down your leg. tracing around your toes, back up the leg. You can do hands on or hands hovered. Taking your breath in on center. Going to the other side, mixing this elixir, circulating chi, breathing in. Straight leg, now bend at the waist and go as far as you can without overstretching. Tracing around the foot. Coming back up the leg. Come back to center. We'll do another on both sides. Circulating with inner rivers flowing. Inhale, now exhale. Pulling back, straight leg. Toe up this time. Bending at the waist, like a hinge. Feeling the gentle stream of water rolling down your leg. And rising back up. Coming back to center again, taking your breath in. Other side, heel toe. Adding a little more grace and fluidity in your motion. Straight leg, toe up. Bending at the waist. You'll find that as we do this again on each side, integrating the breath, even closing your eyes, accentuates the pleasure. Take your breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Toe up, straight leg, flat back. Super slow. Exhale on the way down. And one last time, other side. Inner rivers flowing. Give it your best. Breathing in. Exhaling. And back to center. Holding the energy here. Continue to breathe in and out as you normally do. But I want you to take an inward observation of the sensations you're feeling. Feel your heart beating, the blood moving through your veins. Are you feeling warm? Do you have any cold sensations? You feel at peace? Are you relaxed? If you're not relaxed quite yet, take a deep inhale in. Exhale, and on the exhale, melt and deflate. Lowering the shoulders, relaxing the face, pushing the belly button toward your back. We can move on to clear our small universe. I like to say that I've enjoyed living in my little bubble my whole life. I'm safe there. But sometimes the bubble closes in and you need to expand it. So this exercise or form is called clearing your small universe. And what we're trying to accomplish here is to clear the emotional and mental clutter. And just like when you recycle or you give some things away, it makes room for new things. So that's what we're doing here, opening ourselves up for new possibilities. Take your breath in, pushing out on either side of you, and exhaling. And depending on what kind of pressures you have built up, you may be pushing with some type of physical pressure. Taking a breath in, reaching, pushing up. Breathing in again. Exhaling, pushing forward in front of you. Making the bubble bigger. Take a breath in. Exhale as you push down. Relaxing the shoulder, face. This next time through, really start to expand your space. Like reclaiming it. Taking a breath in now. Pushing out between a rock and a hard place. Breathing in. Pushing up, lifting the weight of the world off your shoulders. And many of us are carrying that. Breathing in. Pushing forward. Clearing a path. We're setting boundaries. Say no. Breathing in, pushing down. Holding back a rising tide or lifting yourself up out of oppression. Now, we're going to do this one more time through. And only you know what your issues are. So, make it your own. Let's clear the clutter. Clearing your small universe. Separating the feet. Relaxing and bending the knees. Take your first breath in. Exhale, pushing out on either side. Breathe in, push up. Breathe in, push forward. Breathe in, push down. Clearing the small universe. There's a couple fun things we could be doing. I usually do something we call the sumo wrestler. Now that we've done some breath work, we've done some gentle movements, we've done some self-care, self-massage. We're trying to get our mind right still. This is the obstacle for most people. This is why people go to the gym and don't work out at home. This is why people go to class and don't succeed at home. It's this. Clearing distractions. It's what we're working on right now. It's clearing distractions. So we're gonna do a couple of fun things, and the first one is to act like a sumo wrestler. Now, I don't have an outfit for that, and I hope you don't either. But when we do the sumo wrestler, I give no instruction. And somehow nobody's ever been a sumo wrestler, probably has never been to a sumo wrestling match ever. But somehow they get it and they do it, and they do it well. You're integrating the breath, getting yourself ready with perfect posture. And your head is in the game. So let's try it. It's kind of like golf or like bowling, right? Same thing. So we'll do the bowling first, or the golf analogy first. Then we'll do the sumo wrestling. So just to keep it real, because everybody does this, you go bowling. Unfortunately, the bowling alleys are closed right now. So you take your ball, pick up your ball, and you hold it in your hands. And you kind of do this little thing where you posture yourself, holding this heavy ball. And what you're doing is you're posturing yourself, grounding yourself. You're getting your chi centered here. You're connecting with the earth, settling the ball. Okay? And then you take your breath in, don't you? You take your breath in, and then you start to move after you've convinced yourself you're going to get a strike. You move after you stop exhaling. So now you've aligned your posture, centered your chi. You've taken your inhale and your exhale to relax yourself. And then you proceed with this illusion of getting a strike. So you get your head in the game and you say, I'm getting a strike. I'm going to knock all these pins down. And then you proceed to move, integrating your body, your breath, and your attitude. Mental clarity. Take your breath in. Then you proceed to roll the ball down the alley. That's what we do when we do sumo wrestling. So here we go. Be your best sumo wrestler right now. There it is. Look at this. Perfect alignment. I'm grounded. I'm centering chi right here. My head is in the game. I inhaled, I exhaled. I'm relaxed and ready for action. So we'll do this a few times. Taking a breath in. And again. One more time. Okay. Now we've practiced. Now we're going to be the best sumo wrestler now. Complete your exhale. You should be able to continue to breathe in and out as you normally do. Being relaxed. Your face is like a stone. But relaxed and supple. If your posture is right, you are not feeling any discomfort in your back. If you are, make a minor adjustment. I'm going to adjust now. You should be able to settle into this. Feel the floor. Feel the power of the floor come up through your legs. That's the power of the Mother Earth rippling through you. And release. You can do the tiger. Tiger's fun. Do with the grandchildren or the children who are, hey, we're all big kids. Let's do it together now. Maverick made his debut in my last video just when we were doing the tiger, which I found to be absolutely perfectly timed and hilarious. So how do we do this? We just separate our feet, get ourselves comfortable. This will be your posture. We'll be taking our claws, tiger claws, putting them up in the air, taking a breath in, drawing them back. Exhaling, pushing the claws out. Don't lock the elbows, keep them just bent. Take your breath in, turn the claws outward, down, rotate around, and begin to draw them back as you exhale, turning them over, pushing them through. Now, feel the change in your balance. Okay, so here we are. We had to change. See, we were like this, and we had to change our posture and our balance to resettle the chi. And we do that with the breath. And you can lower your hands. And stand up straight. And let's do it again. Taking a step out to the side. And let's do it again. Taking a step out to the side. A gentle rise and fall with the hands. Now honoring the animal, the tiger. Taking your breath in. Letting your claws up, back, and push them out as you exhale. Breathing in, turn them out. Exhale as you come close. And one last time. Taking your breath in. Exhale. Settle. Find your center where you're comfortable. Feed the tiger. Take a breath in. Relax and flow. One last time without instruction. Relax and flow. How's everybody feeling? Well, I know you can't talk back, but most people usually say relaxed. And the tiger is fun because you can growl. It's kind of like the sigh of relief, right? So when we did the sigh of relief, it was just that, right? Some people growl. I've growled. I'm sure you've growled. That's a way to get excess energy that's called stress out. As we're kind of homebound here, you know, I think of these practices and I'm reminded on a daily basis because I do them on a daily basis. And I want you to integrate them into your daily living if you keep attaching these things to things that you do every single day. So for example, the phone rings. Phone's always ringing. Or you're getting a text. dog type of health status to a more healthy breathing, deeper, exhaling more, drawing that belly button towards your backbone. So every time there's some kind of routine thing, you can add a breath to that. Or how about when you wake up, there's some kind of routine thing, you can add a breath to that. Or how about when you wake up and you're breaking the fast, so to speak, or you're waiting for your coffee to percolate, taking the breath in, or doing your marrow washing, right? Or reaching upward and outward. Reaching upward and outward is fantastic for those of us who struggle sometimes to just get out of bed. When you do reaching upward and outward, you're opening up your chest and your heart space. And when you do that, it's refreshing and invigorating, and it gives you that little bit that you need to keep going. So I encourage you to take any one of these practices that we've done tonight and integrate them into your daily living. Some of the things that we're doing also in certain classes is just experimenting. So one of the experiments is with chant. So the first chant that I did, well, it wasn't the very first one, but it was a very lengthy one, was at a it was at this woman's house, and there were several of us, and we kind of sat knee to knee and chanted all into the center, and it was just, whoa, seriously profound. And all we did was say ma, but we said ma for 11 minutes, kneeling on one knee, and then 11 minutes kneeling on the other. So that's 22 minutes of saying ma. Now, I was all choked out by the time we were done, but I can ma much better nowadays because I recognize that that's the way to get wind, and that you're a slower boil. So instead of getting stressed out, now, because I'm focusing on this kind of chant breathing, that it's helping me. So I wanted to help you also. And how do you do that? Well, I'm asking people just to take songs that they enjoy. If you sing in the car, if you just sing, if you just sing and hold a note in any song, that's good enough. And just hold that note and ride it out, right? So an example would just be, we do the Ma chant, where we're Ma, right? And then you hold that all the way out till your belly button pushes all the way to your backbone, and you squeak out the last little bit of air. And it creates this kind of a pulsing action through your whole body. And it really shakes you up and wakes you up. So give that a try. Hold a note while you're singing one of your favorite songs. And if you do, then you have just joined the chanting population. Okay. Well, that concludes our time together. And I hope you enjoyed the Healer Within practices. It's all about the 4 baskets of treasure. And tonight we work this live for as often as I can until we meet again in person. So I'll chime us out now. Let's just take a moment to take a breath. I wish everyone peace. Be well. See you next time. Maverick said to say goodbye. He's busy napping. Bye for now.